Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandon and you guessed it right, I still make videos. This past week I asked you guys to send through some video related questions on my Instagram stories, on my WhatsApp stories, as well as my Facebook. This is the Q&A video. Let's get into it. Alright, so first question is from Glenda and she asks, what software do you use to edit your videos? I currently edit everything in Adobe Premiere Pro, but I'm relearning how to edit in Final Cut Pro 10. Second question is from Katlego, and they want to know, how do you know if the color grade works for an edit? I'd say if your blacks aren't too crushed and your whites aren't overexposed and your look is as close to natural or close to the mood that you're going for, then it works. Also, use your histograms. Third question is from a very close friend of mine called Lolly. She asks, who inspired you to get into the arts, especially editing? It was a very good friend of mine called Hamilton. It was really through the magic that he was creating in the editing room that I got really interested in editing. Oh, shameless plug, he also did my website. Link is down below. Next question is from Jonathan. He's a really great creator based in Durban and I'll link his account down below. And he wants to know, do you use ND filters for outdoor video shoots or long exposure shots? Yes, Jonathan, I use ND filters, but the one I had just recently broke, so I'm waiting for a new one to come in. I don't know how long it's gonna take, by the way. KB, another creator friend of mine, I'll link his channel down below, wants to know, how do you plan your close-up shots? To be honest, KB, I never really plan any shots. I usually just shoot from the hip. But when I do plan close-up shots, I usually manual focus first and then walk out, then walk back into focus. I do this with people as well. So I set my manual focus point and then I ask them to walk out of the shot and then walk back into focus. I hope I answered your question. Next question is from Tabang and they want to know, if you could only choose one lens for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a really tough one, but it would have to be the 24-70 G Master f2.8. That's a really great all-round lens. I don't own one, but I usually rent it because it's really expensive. Next question is from Sarah and they want to know, what do you prefer, handheld or gimbal? I enjoy both, but I also really enjoy shooting handheld. And at the same time, I really enjoy shooting with the gimbal. So I'm like a sandwich. This is the gimbal, this is handheld, and I'm right in the middle. Next question is from Joyce, and they want to know, are you single? I asked for video related questions, but no Joyce, I'm not single. Next question is from Eric, and they want to know, how does one brand themselves as a videographer / content creator? Eric, all I'm gonna say is put yourself out there, post content, and whatever people gravitate more towards, then you focus more on that. But keep in mind what you enjoy doing so that you can introduce your audience to that content. Also, make sure you register that business and make yourself as professional as possible. Next question is from Zama and they want to know, what is your preferred drone? Phantom 4, amazing drone. Drone I wish I could have, Mavic Air 2, but it's really expensive. Next question is from Andile and they want to know, where do you buy your equipment? I buy everything from cameras and Rosebank, but when I want to buy second-hand items, I stake out on classifieds, Facebook Marketplace, and all those type of things. But be safe when you transact there because there's a lot of thieves and dodgy people on those platforms, so keep your eyes open. Isaac wants to know, what keeps you inspired? Definitely God, my family, and my desire to succeed. Next question is from Dombi and they want to know, do you regret some of the editing choices you've made? I wouldn't say regret, but every time I watch an edit after I've put it out, I always see things that I could have done differently. Trevor wants to know, how do you find your style in terms of shooting and editing? All I'm gonna say is shoot, edit. Don't ever get tired. Put in that 10,000 hours and you'll definitely find your style. Next question is from John and they want to know, how do you charge clients? I charge based on the amount of work that's gonna go into the project, the amount of time that I feel like I'm gonna spend on it. But if you want a more comprehensive guide on how to charge your clients, hit the link right up here. I've linked Cyril Zuma's video and he explains it more deeper and thoroughly. Next question is from Mike and they want to know, does gear matter? Mike, gear definitely does matter, especially if you're trying to achieve a certain type of look and quality in your work. But in the same breath, do best with what you have. Don't let what you have hold you back. There's some really great content out there that's been created with mobile phones and low-end cameras, so gear should never be an excuse for not creating content. Next question is from Andrew and they want to know, your Brandon_ZA account, when did the liking of taking photos of buildings come and how do you do it? I started this account in 2016 and it was more of a hobby for me because I really enjoy the architecture in Johannesburg and a few of the cities that I've been to. How I take the photos is really simple and maybe unorthodox because most of these photos are taken when I'm driving. I mean, I know it's not safe to use your phone and drive, but when the robot closes, I usually just whip out my phone, snap a few photos, put my phone back in a safe place. I rarely ever go on photo walks to generate content for this account. My last question is from Sbahle and they want to know, do Black Lives Matter? Definitely. I think what's happening in the world right now is a result of the racial segregation that Black people have been subjected to for the past many years. And it's definitely time that Black people got the justice that we deserve. So, Black Lives Matter. Alright guys, those are all the questions that I got for this video. Thank you so much for sending them to me. Let's also interact in the comment section down below if you feel like I haven't answered yours properly. But for now, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sure. Oh, by the way, I'm moving a few things around, so next week's video might look different. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications. Okay, bye-bye.